Amazon Best-Selling Products 2018. Do you need to find the Amazon Best-Selling Products 2018? Let me show you how I found the products I sent in to FBA. Hi, Michael Joshua from Genius Local Marketing here, and we're going to talk about how you find the best products to sell on Amazon FBA. Now, most, if not all, of the folks teaching how to find best-selling products on Amazon tell you the way to win is to find a product that's in the top 100, buy it from China, and then launch that product as your own private label item. Well, it can work, but in most cases it does not. 2018 is the time to make smarter decisions about your business. Think about it. If everyone trying to get into Amazon FBA chooses an item in the top 100, they're all competing with the same or similar products. That's not the way to win, but it is a way to spend a lot of money and time while making none. Don't get me wrong, this might work for some people. I remember a seller promoting his training program on YouTube, telling people to get a silicone oven mitt, private label it, and send it in to Amazon. After just a short time, there were hundreds of those Grow Gloves on Amazon. Some folks are really doing well, as you can see right here. And some even got a little smarter and bundled like this one. But do you really want to enter a sea of competition like this? Private labeling is one way, but there's an easier way to get started. Before you jump in and have your own product branded and packaged, there's an easy way to test the waters while spending less money at the beginning. Here's how I did it. I found a brand that I could sell in the home and kitchen niche. A brand that a lot of sellers were working with, Norpro. You can search for that brand on Amazon and see how many sellers are listing their products. The thing is, Norpro has loads of products. Take a look at their catalog. Now, once you find a brand you want to promote, then it's time to get approved by them to sell their products. With Norpro, all I had to do was send in a copy of my business name registration, my federal tax ID number, and my Texas resale certificate. Your state might not issue a resale certificate, but there is something they issue that proves you are a business. Now, if you're not a registered business, my advice is to get that in place. After all, success is a mindset first, and if you haven't set up your business entity, are you even serious about getting an online business going? Reaching out to any manufacturer is easy. You may have to reach out to a couple before you get approved. Not every brand is accepting new sellers, in particular online sellers, but loads of brands are. Just start searching on Amazon in the niche you've selected, and you will see brands coming up over and over again. These are going to be the easiest to get on board with to sell their products. So, back to Norpro. It took me just a couple of days to get the proper documentation to them and get approved. Then they sent me their catalog and price list. Here's where the real work came in. And it is work. This is when I started using the 5 criteria points I mentioned in my bestseller rank video to determine possible products. I went through their catalog, item by item, searching on Amazon. Every item. Then I looked at the Amazon sales price versus the wholesale price. If it was selling on Amazon for at least $7 and at 3 times the wholesale price, I knew it might be a winner. Then I looked at the bestseller rank. I only wanted items in the top level category, home and kitchen, with a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less. This let me know that the item was selling through on Amazon. Then I looked at the sellers who were on the listing. If Amazon.com was one of the sellers, I moved on right away. Even if the pricing was okay when I looked, more than $7 and 3 times the wholesale. If Amazon.com is selling it, they're likely just going to push me out of the running for the buy box at some point. So I didn't want to spend any time or money on that product. I also wanted to know if there were other FBA sellers. If yes, actually that's a good thing. If there are several holding at the same price, that's great. That meant that I could join them at that price point and get a share of the buy box. But it only takes one newbie seller to wreck it for everyone. So don't go in there and make your price a few cents below everyone else. If you want to understand why, check out my earlier video on common Amazon FBA mistakes. Don't be that seller. Once I found a product that hit all the right numbers, price point, 3 times wholesale, and bestseller rank, wasn't sold by Amazon.com, and was lightweight, then I looked at the NordPro catalog to figure out how many I wanted to order. Now from NordPro, you can order a few or a case, so you can test a product easily for just a small amount of money. There are a couple advantages to buying by the case, and we'll talk about that though in a later video. For this first item, all you need to do is add your product to the existing listing, send it to Amazon for fulfillment, and see what happens. Every time that I sent something in using the criteria mentioned already, I sold through without exception. Every time. Now, I didn't start with just a few. I bought a case of each item I sent in, but you don't have to do that. I was so sure that what I had determined to be a winner would work. I went all in. Your threshold for risk might be a little different than mine, and you might want to start with a small quantity first. It's up to you. Now, I admit, going through the catalog was very time consuming. I plugged everything into a spreadsheet so I could make a good decision on a product. But again, everything I sent in sold through within 1 month, some in only 2 weeks. And I was sending in a case of each product at a time. Some cases were 144 items, some were only 48, but everything sold. So be sure to keep the following criteria in mind. 5 points. 1, selling price is at least $7. 2, selling for at least 3 times the wholesale cost. 3, bestseller rank of under 100,000. Now this is in the home and kitchen category. It might be different for your niche. 4, lightweight. 5, Amazon.com is not a seller. As long as I could check off each of these criteria, I knew I was good to go. Now I did it by researching item by item in the catalog on Amazon. I have a friend who has developed a program that will do all the research for you. I've bought his products before, and they're always well done and deliver awesome value. So if you want to check it out, you can look at it by going to this link, geniuslocalmarketing.com. That's again, geniuslocalmarketing.com/FBA-winners. But you don't have to buy his product. You can accomplish the same thing by doing exactly what I shared in this video. But if you want to get your business built faster, you can check out his program. It takes the grunt work out of the whole process of research. You'll still have to buy products and send them in, but the whole research piece becomes a quicker and easier process. In any case, you know exactly what to do now, so go find your products and get to work building your Amazon FBA business. Be sure to hit the subscribe button that will show up here in this frame, and tick that little bell so that you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new video.